the Lone Ranger.
Tonto, if I remember correctly, Dark Canyon lies about 3 miles down in the valley. I wonder if Sam and Amy Masters still live there.
Sam Masters, great lawman, Kemo Sabe.
They're one of the greatest. Remember the first time I was in Dark Canyon? It was like Dodge City in the early days. Hardly a day went by when there wasn't a killing. Sam cleaned it up in no time at all without firing a single shot. Just goes to show what a reputation can do for a man.
Sam had reputation as fastest draw in territory.
There wasn't an outlaw there who would draw against him.
Me like to see Sam and Amy again, Kemo Sabe.
So would I, Tonto. Let's camp down in the valley and ride in tomorrow morning.
Men come on horse, Kemo Sabe. Horse will him bad.
Wait here, Tonto. Don't draw. I'm not an outlaw.
That's a rich one, that is.
This mask is on the side of the law.
Yeah, so's this.
What are you doing around here, Ryan?
What a memory. Though you've got the advantage over me.
Just let it stay that way.
I'm willing, for a man who handles his irons the way you do.
Where are you heading, Ryan?
Well, since both you and me are on the side of the law, I don't mind telling you. I'm heading for a town called Dark Canyon to keep a date with a lawman who put me behind bars 8 years ago.
Sam Masters?
Who else?
I wouldn't call on him if I were you. He's still the fastest draw this side of Dodge City.
Is he? We'll see about that. So happens I know something about Sam Masters that you don't. Look me up sometime, mister. Might be able to use a man like you when I get my old gang together again. So long.
Take care of that horse. He's badly lamed.
Him bad man, Kemo Sabe. Why you let him go?
Tonto, he said he was getting his old gang together. I thought if we gave him enough rope, he might hang them all.
But him gunning for Sam Masters.
He's on a lame horse. He can't get there as fast as we can. What bothers me is he knows something about Sam that we don't.
What could it be, Kemo Sabe?
Let's find out, Tonto.
All I can say, Sam Masters, is that a promise made is a promise kept.
Now, Amy, you old range critter, you know doggone well I keep my promises.
Sure you do, but when? You've been promising me for 20 years. Amy, darling, just bide your time. One of these days, we're going to give up marshaling and get us a little ranch of our own. Bide my time, cat's foot.
Well, I can't go to ranch until I get somebody to take my place. You know that. Will you just be patient?
Ain't myself I'm thinking of.
Well, you don't need to fret about me.
Oh, I ain't fretting. Not a bit of it. Just as lief have a husband with a hole in his head as one without.
We'll get that ranch, Amy. And it won't be long now, either.
Make it soon, Sam. Just make it soon.
Soon, Amy.
Now, who could that be? My soul and body, the Lone Ranger.
Nice to see you again, Amy. It's been a long time.
8 mortal years, and I look every day of it.
Sam, how are you?
Fine, mister, just fine. Where's Tonto?
Well, he's in town.
Sit down. I'll fry you up some cakes.
Just coffee, Amy. Sam, I ran into a friend of yours.
Oh?
Gil Ryan.
Gil Ryan.
He's out of prison and gunning for you.
Well, I reckon I can still handle riff-raff like Gil Ryan.
It doesn't like him.
Thanks for the tip, anyway. Ain't Amy looking fine now?
Save your lollyswogging, Sam. I heard. Reckon Gil Ryan won't knock when he comes. Hello, Tonto. It's been a long time.
Hello, Amy.
Howdy, Tonto.
Hello, Marshal. Gil Ryan out in town, Kemo Sabe, but there's much trouble at Joe's place. A young boy with whip.
With a whip?
That'll be Slim's boy, Tom. You remember Slim Ranger, Slim Bartlett.
A doctor, wasn't he?
That's it, until some hooligan killed him. He was a fine man, gentle as they come.
Too gentle, if you ask me.
Well, that's what Tom always says. Says his father was killed because he was too soft. He let people push him around. Will you stop fussing, woman?
Oh, hold still, will you?
Not Tom, though. No, no. Toughest hombre in town. That's what he'd like to have you believe. He's not really bad, though. Not inside, just sort of mixed up and running with the wrong crowd. You remember how he used to come around to our house every day for that handout of cookies and apple pie when he was a little time?
The way you acted, you'd have thought he was your own.
Well, if we'd had any kids, I'd have been proud to have a boy like Tom. I just hope I can keep him on the right track.
Take care, Sam.
Don't you fret. Be right back.
What's wrong, Amy?
Take a look at his plate. Not a bite touched since you come in. Didn't even finish his coffee. Too proud to let you see.
I sensed something was wrong.
It's his hands. His poor old hands. So crippled up with rheumatiz, he can hardly lift a cup, let alone draw a fast gun.
Who knows about this?
Lord, I don't know. Just him and me, I hope. He ain't drawed a gun in years, ain't had to. His reputation's enough. That carries him. But he's running a bluff. An all-fired bluff, and someday somebody's gonna call him. Gil Ryan, maybe.
It's going to be all right, Amy.
He's all I've got.
I know. Tonto, I want you to go into town. Don't let Sam Masters out of your sight.
You understand?
Climb, you dreaded coyote, climb! Think you could push me around like you could my paw, huh? That'll learn you. Dance, you varmint, dance! Think because my paw was soft, I'm soft too, huh? And that goes for you, too. All of you! Now listen! Don't push me around.
Tom!
You try to cheat me at cards, Sam.
You've learned him his lesson. Go on home.
Come on, kid. Let's go.
Kind of hard up for friends, ain't you?
Meaning what, Marshal?
Meaning it's a sad day when Slim's boy has to turn to skunks for friends. Your dad would be kind of ashamed if he knew who you was running with. Don't try it, Luke. I can draw 7 times to your 1. You know it. Now get.
Let's get out to my place. I'm expecting Gil Ryan any day now.
Okay.
Get out of my way, Injun.
Amigo, you want to sell that horse?
Him not for sale, but me make trade with you.
You'll find Silver behind the marshal's office. Did you see Ryan?
No, but me hear man say him expect him. Him just right off.
I'll find him. I've got to find Gil Ryan before he gets to Sam.
Hi, Luke. Did I scare you? Sure did, Gil. Kind of took me by surprise. Tom, this is Gil Ryan. Gil, Tom Bartlett.
Look, kid, you ain't seen me. You ain't even heard of me. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Tom's all right, Gil. Sure glad to see you back. Me and the boys have got plans. Big plans.
They can wait. I got a plan of my own I've been waiting 8 years to carry out.
Yeah, I know. But listen to this. It's that gold refinery. And it's good for 50,000 at least. And it's the easiest job we've ever done.
Buenos dias, amigo. I am hungry. You give me work?
Tell him to vamoose.
No, wait. What's your name?
I cannot hear. I hear nothing.
Can't you? I wonder. I don't get him, but his voice rings a bell like I'd heard it only recently. Let's see.
Gracias, gracias, amigo. Gracias, gracias.
All right, Luke, move around behind him. Quiet, very quiet. Tom, you keep his attention. Get a skillet. Find out if he knows how to cook.
Cook, si, senor. Pablo Fernandez Lopez, best cook in all world.
All right, Luke. Take out your gun. Lift it up over his head.
Senor, you like tortillas, enchiladas, chili rellenos? Never have you tasted such relleno.
All right, Luke. When I say go, hit him. Hard.
Please, senor, I cook for you.
All right, he's on the level. You know, he's just what we need around here. A cook who can't hear anything and speaks very little English. Tell him to rustle us up some grub, Tom.
Gracias, amigo. Gracias.
All right, Luke. Now you can shoot off your mouth. What's this about sticking up a gold refinery?
That's how it happened, Sam. I had a difficult time convincing them I was a poor Mexican who was stone deaf. After that, they talked freely about robbing the gold refinery tomorrow morning.
Good work, Ranger. Won't they be surprised to find us there waiting for them?
You'd better let Tonto and me handle the ambush. Amy told us about your hands.
So you think I'm too old and decrepit to be of any use, is that it?
Not at all, Sam. You're the key man in this operation. That's why you should stay here in town, right outside your office where everyone can see you. That way, they won't know what we're up to at the refinery.
Maybe I am old and decrepit, I can take that, but what sticks in my craw is young Tom. Son of the best friend a man ever had. A kid that Amy and I raised like he was our very own. Slim's boy.
Don't worry about Slim's boy. I'll keep him out of this. I promise. Now, Sam, I'll take the keys to your office.
Wyatt. Gil Ryan, him say you come quick.
Ryan? What's he want?
Him in plenty trouble and want you. Come with me.
Well, Indian?
Sorry, Tom. This is necessary. Tonto, open the cell. Give me your gun belt.
Who are you, huh? Where's Gil Ryan? All right, now, what's the big idea?
Hey, senor, you like enchiladas, tortillas, tacos, eh?
You're the Mexican.
That's right.
Why, of all the low-down double-crossing tricks. Why, you spied on us, you double-crossing outlaw.
Not an outlaw, Tom. But who are you to be talking about outlaws? You're on your way to becoming the same kind of a hoodlum that killed your father.
Now, look, you leave my father out of this, you understand? You got no business locking me up.
I'm locking you up for your own good. One night in jail is better than 10 years in prison.
Ain't nobody gonna keep me in here, you understand? I'll get out.
Think it over, Tom. And when you do, you'll find you're on the same side of the law as Sam and I. The only side of the law that Slim's boy should ever be on. Now into the cell.
That kid?
No, I couldn't find him no place, Gil. He must have turned liver on us and run out.
Yeah, and he probably ratted on us to the marshal, too.
No, I don't think so. If he had, that marshal be down at the refinery now. Well, he ain't. He's just setting one out in front of his office, just like always.
Just the same, I don't like the looks of it. It could be a trap. So I'm putting you in charge of the raid, Luke.
Me? Well, what about you?
If this is a trap, I'm going to take the cheese out of it right now. I've been waiting 8 long years for this. This might be my chance. I'll meet you here later.
All right, Gil. Let's go, men.
the Dark Canyon Gold Refinery. I have 3 of Sam's deputies hidden in the brush to the left of the building. I wonder where Gil Ryan and his men are. They should be here by now. I can't understand what's holding them up.
We hope they'll not suspect anything, Kemo Sabe.
Something went wrong, Tonto.
What do you mean, Kemo Sabe?
Gil Ryan isn't with them.
Drop your guns!
Where's Gil Ryan? Talk fast.
Why don't you ask Sam Masters? He's probably looking down Gil's gun barrel right now, if he ain't already dead.
Take care of him, Tonto. Watch that gold.
You, get down. Go with others.
Morning, Leif. Where's Sam Masters?
He's setting out in the sun.
Well, that's interesting. Hey, Leif, how about some breakfast, huh? You know, I'm kind of hungry.
Well, lick some salt and you'll be thirsty.
Well, you know something, Leif? I am thirsty.
Well, just add thirsty to hungry.
Okay, Leif, just take it easy. All I want is out. I don't get you on it.
Hey, you, Tom! Tom, hold on there! Well, where have you been? Howdy, Gil.
Howdy, Sam. I was just coming to pay you a call, but I see you saved me the trouble.
If I'd have known where to find you, I'd have been here sooner. It ain't legal for an ex-convict to carry guns in this town, so I'll be taking yours. Hand them over.
Hold it, Sam.
I can outdraw you 7-1, Gil, and you know it.
Not anymore, you can't. I know about your hands.
Then why don't you draw? Go on, try it.
I'll draw when I'm good and ready, Sam. First, I want to see you sweat, like I've been sweating for 8 long years. I'll draw at the count of 8. Are you ready? Are you sweating good and hard, Sam? 1, 2, every second a year, Sam. 3, 4. I'm enjoying this, Sam. How about you? Are you happy? 5. This is the end of the line, Sam. 6, 7, 8.
Bring him outside, Marshal. His friends are just arriving.
Snap these on, will you, Tom? My hands ain't what they was.
I sure will, Sam.
Go, Sam. All ready for free board and lodging, courtesy of the United States government.
They're gonna get it, too, thanks to you and Tom.
Sam, I knowed about your hands. Gil Ryan told us. I reckon today I learned what real courage is and what it ain't.
Why, seeing you stand up that armed when you know you didn't have a chance, well, I just reckon I owe you more than I can ever say.
Oh, nonsense. The shoe's on the other foot. Me and Amy can go into ranching now. Seeing as I got a man that's fit to take my place. Mister, would you mind obliging me?
Certainly, Sam. There you are, Tom. Now's your chance to be on the same side of the law that Sam and I are on. Adios, Sam. Good luck, Tom.
Thanks, mister.
Your pa would be mighty proud of your son, mighty proud.
Thanks. I'll try to be fit for it. Sam, that masked man, who is he?
Him? He's just the best friend a man ever had. He's the Lone Ranger.
Wild Silver! Away!
Look there, Kemo Sabe. Them see something. Maybe just dead coyote.
Maybe. Let's find out. It's Will Jones. Shot in the back.
His father won the biggest ranches in territory, Kemo Sabe.
What's that by his hand?
Looked like mark him making dust before him dying.
Three-leaf clover.
Maybe him tried to leave clue to who killed him.
Looks like a brand. I've never heard of the cloverleaf brand before in this part of the country.
Marks of two horses, Kemo Sabe. Look close. That rear shoe have two nails missing.
Yes, second and the fifth.
Not this one, Kemo Sabe. Must be Killer's horse have two nails missing.
Tonto, it doesn't add up. Cloverleaf in the dust, horse with a loose shoe. We better take Will home.
Will! Oh, hello, Matt. Come in. You seen that boy of mine around?
He ain't back yet, Mr. Yeomans. Left about 11 o'clock last night. Said he was going to ride the range, see if he couldn't catch them rustlers.
And you let him go alone?
You know Will, Mr. Yeomans. He says he's going alone, he's going alone. Ain't no two ways about it.
That sounds like Will, all right. That reckless young rascal.
You wouldn't want him one bit different, Mr. Yeomans. You're just like him. Worse, maybe.
Matt, you know me too well. There goes that dead rat at piano again. You never have to worry where that younger one of mine is, Matt. But there's one thing you know. He's not out chasing rustlers. No, sir, not that one.
Oh, Tom's all right. He's just different, that's all.
He's not different. He's just spoiled. You know that he's been pampered and petted by his ma up till the day she died? Yes. Come in.
Hello, Mr. Yeomans.
How are you, mister? Tonto?
Afraid we have bad news for you. Your son, Will, has been killed.
Talk fast, mister. What happened?
Put that gun away, Matt. I know this man. Who did it?
We not know.
We found Will's body in the rocks about 2 miles east of here. We brought Will home.
In the rocks. That's over at Ben Ransom's place, Mr. Yeomans.
Ransom?
I warned you he was rustling your cattle. Now he's killed your son.
Have every man on the place saddle up, Matt. Ben Ransom can't kill my boy and get away with it.
Just a minute, Mr. Yeomans. If Ben Ransom did kill your son, it's a job for the law, not for personal vengeance.
The law, mister? If I'd have had to wait for the law around here to settle my disputes, I'd have been wiped out 50 years ago. This is the law around here. Judge, jury, and executioner. And it's all wrapped up into one. I thank you for bringing my boy home. Now I'll thank you if you'll take your leave.
We're in your home, so we have no choice. If you attempt to take the law into your own hands, you'll be running into a great deal of trouble.
Get moving, both of you.
Come on, Tonto.
I have the boys take care of Will, Mr. Yeomans.
Thank you, Matt.
Dad, that masked man is right.
You're not siding against your father, are you, son?
Well, no, but I think we should wait. Let the marshal take over.
Tom, he's your brother. He's dead. And you talking like this? Why, if it had been you instead of Will that was killed, why, he wouldn't have hesitated a minute. Tom, what is the real reason you want to wait for the marshal? Could it be you're afraid to face Ben Ransom? Well, is it?
You know that isn't true.
Well, here, prove it. Put this on. Here, man, I'm not going after Ben Ransom. Tom is. That is, unless you'd rather stay in and play that piano. Well?
Ben Ransom's going to town today, Tom. You'll find him there.
Now, take a couple of men and go with him. I want him to show some spunk, but I don't want him hurt, do you understand?
Sure, boss.
Here they come. Unless I'm greatly mistaken, they're gunning for Ben Ransom. It's Tom Yeoman's in the lead.
Young, fine young man, Kemo Sabe. Not like him to gun for anybody.
I like Tom. I'd hate to see him turn killer. Now they're heading for town. We better follow.
Ben! Oh, hello, Joe. What's up? A little early in the morning for you to be tossed out of the saloon, isn't it?
Tom Yeoman's in town, Ben. Him and that foreman of theirs and 2 riders.
What about it, Joe?
They're gunning for you, Ben.
For me? Why? What did they allow I've done this time?
They found Will, dead, over in them rocks on your place. Shot in the back he was. They say you done it.
Where is Tom now, Joe?
Saloon. They were just having their last drink. Excepting Tom, he weren't drinking.
Thank you for telling me, Joe. I'll be waiting right here.
Terrible things, these fights. Terrible. I'll tell Tom, Ben. Terrible.
Take your heart, boys.
Tom! Tom, I found Ben for you.
Where is he, Joe?
In the general store.
Well, let's go. No. Stay here, Matt. All of you. But your paw said if it's something I've got to do, I'll do it alone.
Ransom, you killed my brother. You shot him in the back.
In the back, Tom? And you know I didn't do it. If I had cause to kill your brother, I'd have met him face to face. This ain't you, Tom. It's your old man. He put you up to it.
I'm giving you a chance, Ben. Reach for your gun.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Tom? Then you could call it self-defense. Shooting a man in hot blood is one thing. But killing him in cold blood, that's something else. Some men can do it. These are killers. But you ain't, Tom. You ought to be grateful you ain't. Take that gun of yours now. Give it to me.
Tom!
Put away your gun. This isn't right and you know it. If you don't, you'll regret it the longest day of your life.
Thanks, stranger. I don't know who you are, but you just saved a life. Maybe 2 of them.
Hey, Tom! What happened, boy? Did you get cold feet? Yalla, that's what he is, yalla!
You hear that? Jeering at a man because he's too decent to commit murder.
Kemo Sabe, look there. A hoof print with 2 nails missing from a shoe. That same hoof print we find in the body.
The horse that made it came from Yeoman's own ranch.
One of those 4 men killed Will Yeoman's.
Couldn't have been Tom. He was riding Will's horse.
Maybe one of ranch hands.
We'll find out before the day is over. Come on. That's the stable.
We ride past. Tom and others not back yet.
So much the better. I want to be in that stable when they get back. Let's go.
Listen, them come back.
What happened, Tom? Did you gun him down, boy, did you?
Let's go in the house, Dad. I want to talk to you alone. Put up my horse, Matt.
Sure, Tom.
Well, did you or didn't you?
Come here now, Kemo. Take cover.
be in town's boots right now. This old man laying into him. Can't you just hear it?
So you admit it. You backed down from Ben Rent. Why, you cringing little pup. Had 'em all laughing at you, calling you yellow. For 50 years I've been around here. No man ever dare call a yeoman yellow.
Well, this is the first and the last time, Dad. You won't have to worry about it anymore. I'm leaving.
Leaving? What do you mean?
Just that. I don't belong here. I never did.
You mean you're running out?
Call it what you like. Would you want another will? Well, I'm not another will, and I'll never be another will. You called me a coward just because I couldn't shoot a man down in cold blood. If that's being a coward, then that's what I am. Sure, Will could have done it. Will could do anything. He could ride a wild horse, he could bulldog a steer, he could shoot a man down without blinking an eye. Well, I can't.
I'll say goodbye to you later.
Tom, if I've seemed to have been harsh with you, I'm sorry, but it's for your own sake, believe me. I'm an old man, and when I die, this whole ranch, one of the largest spreads in this territory, it's all gonna be yours, and you've got to be tough enough to run it. This is a rough, tough country, and you gotta be just as tough as it is.
Like Will, you mean? Live by the gun and die by the gun.
Hold your tongue.
I've held my tongue long enough. You and Will are 50 years behind the times. The laws come to this country, and the time for killing's over. But you and I will never see eye to eye on that. Will we, Dad?
All right, get out, leave, go on. But let me tell you something. Don't think that you'll get one of your piano-playing hands on a penny of my money, because you won't. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, Mr. Yeomans.
I want you up the house, Matt, right now. You too, Al. Sam, drop everything you're doing. Hurry it up now.
Come on, hurry up. When he says right now, he means right now.
That's plenty narrow escape, Kemo Sabe.
Let's find that horse with 2 nails missing from his left hind shoe.
Here, read this. Go on, Matt, read it. Read it out loud. I want Al and Sam to be witness.
I hereby will and bequeath my entire estate, same being the J.Y. Ranch and all its stock, to my faithful friend and employee, Matt Thorne. Mr. Yeomans, me, the whole ranch? I just can't let you do it, sir.
I know you'd feel that way about it, Matt, and try to talk me out of it. But that's the way I want it, and that's the way it's going to be. Here, you boys sign on the dotted line down here, will you? Right here. You know, Matt, you and I have been friends for 40 years. I can remember when you came to work for me, nothing more than a boy. And it was your sweat and toil just the same as mine. It helped make this spread what it is today. No, I can't see it any other way, Matt.
Just ain't nothing I can say, Mr. Yeomans.
No nails missing here.
This one all right. This Sam's horse.
Little boy. Tom, look at this. 2 nails missing. Matt Thorne's horse.
Him killed Jeff Yeoman's son.
It looks that way.
But why?
Maybe Will Yeoman stumbled into something important. You'd better ride into town and bring the marshal back to our camp.
What do you do, Kemo Sabe?
I'm going to search the ranch and then go over to the bunkhouse and look through Matt Thorne's gear. Maybe I'll find more evidence against him.
You go alone?
Don't worry. They're all up at the ranch house. I'll manage. Ride fast.
Light up, Al.
Yeah. Looks like you're weighing yourself a right big pot, Matt.
No fooling. The whole blame ranch, just for me. His bosom pal. Won't have to rustle no more cattle now. Counting they all belong to us.
Yeah, it's a good thing I plugged Will before I got a chance to tell the old man about that rustling of ours. There's only one catch to it. The old man changed his will once, he can do it again.
Unless what?
Dead men can't change their wills, Al.
Dead men? You mean old man Yeomans? You think of everything, don't you, man?
Not quite everything. Back up real easy like and raise your hands.
Good work, Sam. He's out cold. Get him over to the barn. His horse ought to be around here someplace. We'll take him over to Ransom's place and dump him there, with a couple of holes in him. Good thing them bunkhouse walls is thick. The old man didn't hear the shooting.
Looks like he's dead.
Nah, he's still breathing, but not for long. Come on, let's saddle up. Go, Silver! No shooting here. The boss will hear it. That masked man will talk, Matt. Come on, let's saddle up. Hold it. By the time we saddle up, that white stallion will be miles away. He heard everything. He's onto us. He knows everything, Matt. Much good it'll do him. It's his word against ours. And who'd take the word of a masked man? You know the boss ordered him off the place this morning, don't you?
I sure do.
Well, then stop your worrying. We're in the clear. Tomorrow morning, I'll take care of everything.
Tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, Al. You're gonna come riding in from the range and say you saw Ben Ransom and a couple of his boys out at the rocks, branding some yearlings. You got that?
Why?
Never mind why. Do as I say. Leave the rest to me.
Kemo Sabe. It's all right, Tonto. Just untie me.
You hurt?
Not badly. Matt Thorne got me before I found what I was looking for. But I heard plenty. If it wasn't for Silver, I'd been dead now. Where's the marshal?
Him on way to court, Kemo Sabe. Him be gone 2 days. Me leave word. Him come later.
And there may not be time. Matt Thorne is planning to murder Jeff Yeomans. Where and when, I don't know.
We warn Yeomans?
Well, it's no use. He wouldn't believe a word against Matt Thorne.
Then what we do?
Tonto, I think Tom will listen. We'll talk to him in the morning. Let's get some rest.
The man that did this will pay for it, Will.
Mr. Yeomans, I just seen Ben Ransom and a couple of his boys out at the rocks, burning some yearlings. Looks like our stock.
This is our chance to get him, Mr. Yeomans. We can catch him red-handed. You're right, Matt. Mount up. Dad, you said you were leaving, Tom. You'd better go back to the ranch and get your things.
Where's your father, Tom?
I tried to talk to him, but he wouldn't listen to reason. They've gone after Ransom now.
Did Matt go with him?
Matt, Al, and Sam. Al said that he saw Ben and his boys out at the rocks, branding cattle.
Rocks? He just rode past those rocks. There's no one out there. Tom, this is a trap to murder your father.
Murder Dad?
I'm sure of it. I'll explain as we ride.
I thought you said Ben and his men were out there branding cattle, Al.
That's right, Mr. Yeomans.
There's no sign of them, Matt. Not even the smoke from their branding fires. Let's keep riding, Mr. Yeomans. Just a mite farther on, wasn't it, Al?
Yep. Right around the next bend.
Let's go. There's no one here, Matt. Matt! Get off your horse. Al, get his gun. What's the meaning of this, Matt? Like you said, Mr. Yeomans, it was my sweat and toil, as much as yours, that made the JY spread what it is today. Now that I got it, I ain't gonna take no chances on losing it. But, Matt, I'm making that will of yours final and binding, Mr. Yeomans.
I'll get going.
Tom, my boy. Are you hurt bad? I'll be all right, Dad. I'm an old fool. Just a fool.
Mr. Jones, now that Matt and his boys are safely in the marshal's hands, I can show you how Matt Thorne and not Ben Ransom have been stealing your cattle.
We find this branding iron in Matt's cabinet in bunkhouse.
As you can see, this brand is in the form of a 3-leaf clover.
Same as we find in dust my boy's body.
Now watch what happens when I place the brand over the JY brand.
That's the slickest thing I've ever seen.
Matt Thorne had the cloverleaf brand registered in his own name, and for months has been secretly changing the brand on the JY cattle.
Them drive cattle over mountain and sell them.
You see, Mr. Yeomans, your son Will found out about this. It cost him his life.
That's what Will tried to tell us when they make cloverleaf and dust just before him die.
Looks to me like I owe my neighbor Ben Ransom an apology. And above that, son, I owe you one, too. I've been an old fool, just an old fool. That's about as plain as I can say it. Tom, I hope you change your mind and decide to stay around, because, son, I need you.
I've been waiting a long time to hear you say that, Dad. Sure. Sure, I'll stay. Mr. Yeomans, Tom, good luck.
Thank you.
Adios.
I wish you would have stayed around a little longer, Dad. He won't wait around, son. He won't let you even thank him for what he does. He's the Lone Ranger.
I'll Silver! Away!
In all the annals of the Golden West, no outlaw's name struck more terror into the hearts of law-abiding citizens than the name of Jake Beaudry. He struck without warning, robbed, plundered, and murdered. Until finally his acts of outrage brought Marshal Dallas Deadeye Jones out of retirement to track him down. You've been riding hard, Tonto. Anything wrong?
Me plenty worried, Kemo Sabe. Silver City newspaper print report about Marshal Jones. It tell which way him come here.
Old-time Texas lawman says he'll arrest Jake Beaudry. Dallas Deadeye Jones riding here through Canyon Trail. That's all Beaudry needs to bushwhack Deadeye and kill him in his tracks. Unless we do something about it.
Me hear plenty tales about Deadeye. Say him draw fast and shoot straight.
Well, he used to, Tonto, but Dallas Jones is an old man now.
You know him, Kemo Sabe?
Only by reputation. If what I've heard about him is true, he's going to be a hard man to help.
Because him too proud?
Proud, fearless, mighty stubborn. We're going to handle him carefully so he won't resent our interference.
Maybe we have to trick him into letting us help him.
Maybe so. But we're going to help him whether he likes it or not. Tonto, look over there.
Two men ride very hard, Kemo Sabe.
2 men. But old Dallas Jones always rides alone. I understand all his years as a lawman. He's never had a deputy. I wonder if they could be... Just as I thought. It's Jake Beaudry and his partner Tanner. Tonto, they're heading for that switchback.
Now, that best place for them to ambush old lawman when him ride by.
Not if we capture them before he rides by. Come on.
Jake, are you sure that old coot will be coming this way?
We read it in the paper, didn't we?
Sure, I'm sure.
I hope so. I hate to be wasting time here when we could be robbing that bank in Silver
Quit
City.
worrying about the bank. We'll take care of that. But first, we got to get rid of Deadeye Jones.
I don't see what makes him so all-fired important.
Oh, no? Well, he was the toughest lawman in the state of Texas till he took up ranching. Now that he's wearing a star again, we got to get him or he'll mess up our plans.
Just because old Jones bragged he was going to get us, don't say he will.
That's right. We're going to get him first. Then everything's going to be all right.
All right, you two. Drop your guns.
Take a look at that mask, Jake. What are you fellows trying to do, move in on our territory?
You can't stick us up, mister. We're outlaws ourselves.
I know you are, but we're not. Now drop your guns real easy like.
We take them to the Silver City jail, Kemo Sabe?
I have a better idea, Tonto. We'll leave them here for Dallas Jones to find and take in single-handed. He'll finish this job in a blaze of glory.
Now, me tie him up.
All right, masked man. You shoot at me, you'll hit your Indian friend. And if you shoot at Tanner, I'll take care of the engine myself. Get your gun, Tanner.
Take cover!
We caught between two fires, Kemo Sabe.
Hold your fire, Tonto. It's Deadeye Jones. He'll think we're shooting at him.
Tanner, let's get out of here.
That suits me.
Show yourselves, you mangy coyotes.
We'd better humor him.
Look, Kemo Sabe. Bodie and Tanner make getaway.
All right. If you won't come out, I'll drag you out. Reach, you buzzards. Oh, hiding your face behind a mask, huh?
This mask is on the side of the law and always will be. There go your outlaws.
Well, if them's the outlaws, what are you doing down here with them?
Kemo Sabe catch them for you. Now you spoil it.
Easy, Tonto.
Kemo Sabe, Tonto. I heard tell of a fella that wore a mask and worked for law and order. They say he used to be with the Texas Rangers. They always figured that was a campfire story.
It's true no matter what you think.
And prove it. When were the Texas Rangers sworn in as a law enforcement body?
1835 officially.
Who was the commanding officer?
Major R.N. Williamson.
What kind of horses do you ride? Quick now.
Me ride Scout. Kemo Sabe ride white stallion named Silver.
I see. Give me one of your bullets and no fumbling around, neither.
Pure silver, Marshal Jones.
Yeah, reckon you're right at that. So you know who I am, eh?
Every man in the West who fights for law and justice knows the name of Deadeye Jones.
You couldn't have heard much about me. You'd know I always play a lone hand. So what in tarnation are you sticking your nose in my business for?
We read in the papers that you were traveling this trail alone.
Jake Bodie read paper too, Marshal.
Sure, Boulder reads the paper. That's why I got the editor to print that piece about me.
You do it on purpose, so Bodie try ambush you?
Dag nabbit, the easiest way to take a bad man is when he's bushwhacking. He's watching the trail instead of looking behind him.
How did you know where they'd ambush you? You're a stranger here in these parts.
I rode into Silver City 2 nights ago without letting on. After I made my deal with that editor feller, I rode the trail back and studied it. I could have had them skunks if it hadn't been for you butting in and losing them for me. Now we got to start all over.
We not lose them, you...
Just a minute, Tonto. Marshal, we're sorry we spoiled your plans. But Beaudry and Tanner are 2-to-1 against you, unless you accept our help.
That makes 4-to-1 against me. I reckon your intentions are good, all right. But the only thing you can do for me is get your horses and get before you ruin my reputation.
Come on, Tonto. Looks like we aren't wanted here.
We're almost out of canyon, Kemo Sabe. Why we stop?
We're not letting Marshal Jones play a lone hand against Beaudry and Tanner. His age would be no match for them.
He'll be plenty angry if him find out we're still trying to help him.
We'll do it without him knowing it. You remember that mine we set up camp last year?
Ah.
We'll use that as headquarters. Come on.
We leave horses out of sight, Kemo Sabe.
We aren't staying here after all.
Somebody already camped here.
Not just somebody. Look at this. D.I.J. Deadeye Jones. This is the brand he uses at his ranch.
If him camp here, we better move someplace else before him come back.
Tonto, listen. Can't get to our horses from here, he'd see us.
We could hide in mine tunnel.
That's it. Come on. It's a dead end, Tonto. There's no way out except the way we came.
We trapped by man, we try to help.
At least we're close by in case he needs us.
Jones has got to be around here somewhere.
What about that masked man and the engine?
Ah, they were just a couple of drifters the way I figured. Chances are Jones ran him off. He ain't going to run us off because he's not got to live that long.
If we find him.
Don't worry. All we got to do is keep looking. We'll cross his trail someplace. Let's go.
I think he's gone.
Unless him try to play a trick on us.
That's a chance we'll have to take. Come on. He's gone, all right.
We get horses and follow him?
But at a safe distance. He mustn't know we're keeping an eye on him.
There ain't a sign of him nowhere.
Well, the earth couldn't just open up and swallow him. I wonder... Hey, I'll bet that's it.
You mean the earth did swallow him?
No, not exactly, but you remember a couple of days ago we rode by that old worn-out mine? I wonder if he's camping there.
That's quite a ride from here.
Well, what's the matter with you? You tired or something? Come on, let's go check that mine.
You sure you left the horses here?
I mean, sure. Tie them to this bush.
A message for us. I said, stay away from me. You'll find your horses 2 miles north. Yours truly, Deadeye Jones. The old fox knew we were in the mine all the time.
Now we lose him.
Not for long. We've got a 2-mile walk for our horses. Come on.
Like I said, he is camping here.
Yeah, but where is he now?
So what do we care as long as we know he's coming back after his belongings? Dig a hole in that campfire.
What for?
Just do as I say and you'll see. Been saving his gunpowder to blow up the bank safe. And I guess there's enough for both jobs. Next meal old Jones cooks, when the flame hits that, is going to blow him sky high. Now let's cover it up so he won't suspect nothing.
They're our horses. We won't have to walk so far after all.
Old lawman, turn them loose.
Move over. That's a good boy.
Kemo Sabe, here's another note from Deadeye.
Don't follow me back to camp. I ain't going there no more. Deadeye Jones. Tonto, he's trying to trick us again.
You think him really go back to camp?
I'm sure of it. His belongings are back there.
Him hope no throw us off trail?
Yes, but it isn't going to.
I still don't see why we can't just wait till he shows up and plug him in the back.
Nah, that looks too much like murder. When that gunpowder blows him up, everybody will figure it's an accident. Nobody's going to suspect us anyway, because we're going to have a perfect alibi.
Who'd give us an alibi?
Everybody in Silver City's general store. Because that's where we're going to be when old Deadeye Jones blows himself to glory.
Tonto, look.
Beaudry and Tanner.
They've been up around Deadeye's camp. Come on. How bad is it, Tonto?
Me not hurt bad, Kemo Sabe. Bullet just sting rib. You go act, outlaw.
Not until I'm sure you're all right.
Me just get breath knocked out. Kemo Sabe, maybe this fall from Jake Beaudry's saddle.
Gunpowder. I wonder if they planted the charge at the old marshal's camp.
We better get there quick.
Are you sure you can ride?
You not worry, Kemo Sabe. Me all right.
Good. Marshal Jones! Get away from that fire! Beaudry and Tanner were there. I think they planted a powder charge.
If they had, I'd have spotted it. If you're trying to scare me, you don't scare that easy.
We're trying to save your life. If there's gunpowder under that fire, you'll be blown to bits.
As I told you before, and I'll tell you again for the last time, keep away from me and stay out of my business. Now clear out.
Marshal, don't do that!
Him still alive, Kemo Sabe?
Yes, but his eyes and face are badly burned. He needs a doctor. We'd better get him to Silver City right away.
I'm tired of the way things are going on around this town. I'm going to change everything.
Jake.
You just...
Jake, I just
How many times I got to tell you not to interrupt me when I'm talking?
Jake, this is something...
Shut up! Now, like I was saying, if Deadeye Jones wants me, why is he hiding in the hills? I'm right out here in the open, waiting for anybody to come and take me if they think they're man enough. And that includes any of you if you got gravel enough to back up your own game.
Jake, will you listen to me?
All right.
I just seen the masked man and that Injun helping old man Jones into Doc Washburn's place.
Jones? Ain't he dead?
Well, looks like the blast chewed him up plenty, but he can still navigate.
You better get over to the doctor's office and see what you can find out.
Fix me up quick, Doc, so I can go out and gun Jake Beaudry.
You won't be gunning anybody for a while, Marshal. Not until your eyes get well.
Ain't nothing wrong with my eyes. Leastways, I can see good enough to shoot.
Can you see this?
Sure, I can see it. It's something white, a handkerchief. Hey, what's going on
Relax,
here?
Marshal. The doc isn't going to hurt you. He's just going to bandage your eyes.
You know, I don't care if he does. Just so he leaves a slit in the bandage to see through. And hurry it up, because I'm heading for a showdown with Jake Beaudry.
You can't see well enough to go after Beaudry, and that's a fact.
Who says so? I can see you standing right out in front of me, plain as my hand before my face.
Jake, that old man may be seeing fuzzy, but he's talking sharp. Dead eyes and all, he's going to come gunning for you.
Seeing fuzzy? You mean his eyes ain't working so good?
Yeah.
Then I don't have nothing to worry about. Hey, Deadeye Jones coming gunning for me. Any of you heroes figure on lining up on his side? Just what I thought. I ain't never gunned no blind man, but if that's the way he wants it, that's the way he's gonna get it. Dead center.
He's coming out of the doc's office right now.
Let's go.
We could duck out, and you wouldn't know the difference. You can't see nothing.
Yeah, I'll see less in a minute. This is our chance to get rid of him for good. Slip in that alley over there and cover me in case there's an accident. Make it play, Marshal! I'm right here in front of you! Ha-ha! Fooled you that time! Get in there, he got me!
Put them in jail, Kemo Sabe?
They're there for keeps, Tonto. Marshal, I think this coat fits you better than it does me.
Mister, you mean to tell me you caught them two sidewinders single-handed?
No, Marshal, you caught them single-handed the way you've always done. It's what the people of Silver City think, and it's what Beaudry and Tanner will think, too. When your eyes get well, I suggest you go into retirement again.
Ah, and this time for good, Marshal Jones.
And that's just what I'm going to do. I've been an ornery old fool. But I'll say this, when the time come when I had to have a deputy, I'm mighty glad it turned out to be you.
Thank you, Marshal Jones. Adios.
I just can't figure how you could shoot like that, you old wildcat. What did you do for eyes?
And the law works with eyes that see in the dark. Ain't you ever noticed the statue of Old Lady Justice? She works blindfolded, only now and then. She gets a little help from the Lone Ranger.
I'll Silver!